Right, I didn't want to do this video. I had just got in from work and I was going to sit there and play that Warhammer 40k mod for Hearts of Iron. Even got my little comfy jump cardigan on. But then Britain decided to be Britain. And unfortunately, I think Dan Keeler's busy at the moment. So you're getting the discount British version. Yeah, no funny accent here, boys and girls. So, no charge over spreading misinformation spreading of Southport misinformation. So, if I am correct, this is referring to the what was it? The attack that at the Taylor Swift concert, dance. Sorry, not concert, dance. It was a dance school session, and three girls were attacked and sadly died, and that sparked a lot of rioting around that. And one of the biggest crux was the guy that had done it. People were saying that he was a migrant when he was a Welsh person. He was born in Wales. Businesswoman who was arrested after sharing fake name for the Southport attacker online will face no further action. Bernadette Spofforth, I'm going to assume that's right, from Chester was arrested on 8th of August after reposting the fake name and commenting that if it were true, there would be hell to pay. So this bit is what gets me. Commenting that if it were true, I've not seen the original tweet, so I'm going off of purely what the BBC say. If it were true, there would be hell to pay. So this bit is quoted, but this bit is ad-libbed, implying that the woman found the information. She wasn't sure of its legitimacy, but basically saying that we think this is the person, and if it is the case, then there should be hell to pay for this person. 55-year-old woman. She does not look 55 at all. She's aged very well. Who has a following of more than 50,000 followers, later deleted the post and apologised after realising that the information was incorrect. Right, so yeah, so she'd reposted the information, deleted it, and then apologised for it, and still got arrested. So I hope to fucking god that whatever the BBC say in this article is correct, because them me reading what they're saying, if that is incorrect, I'm at risk because I'm spreading misinformation. Now I might not be the source of it. That with the BBC here, they have their due diligence to do a fucking good job. So, if all honesty, they should be held more accounts than well, Joe Blogs with no fucking journalism degree. But hey ho, that's not how it works here in Britain, is it? Chester Police did not name Miss Spofforth, but confirmed that a 55-year-old woman from Chester had been arrested, no further action, blah blah blah. Miss Spofforth said her crime was sharing a tweet which I deleted and apologised for sharing as soon as I realised that it contained inaccurate information. So she wasn't even perpetuating it. She retweeted it and put, oh, if this is the guy, there's hell to pay. Fucking clown world. That's what we are. It said, as as has now been shown, the idea that one single tweet can be the catalyst of the riots which followed the atrocities in Southport simply cannot be true. Simply not true. Is it? As has now been shown, that the idea of one single tweet can be the catalyst for a riot which followed the See, yeah, that's a point. They're they're trying to pin it on a single person. They want it to be nice and clean. They want to pin it on a single person. Right, they're a troublemaker. Get rid of the troublemaker. Unfortunately, these are multiple people, all in unison, sharing the same response, which is problematic for the government. So now instead of making it a clean, oh, we've got the Alex Jones, so to speak, the Paul Joseph Watson of Britain. No. They're arresting ordinary people for having an opinion that is not what they agree with, and they're using misinformation as a guise to justify what they're doing. Oh, what they did was wrong. In this case, yeah, it was wrong. But how long will it be until we're starting to get what's happening in America, where one person's being told what they're saying is misinformation, but the other person is not spreading misinformation, despite the fact we can prove it isn't. See my point here? These are why we shouldn't have speech laws. Who regularly post, post political comments on X on subjects such as net zero, gender issues, pandemic, and freedom of speech. So we can see why she's targeted now. Come on, tune in, boys and girls. Despite repeatedly insisting that I've not done anything illegal, doesn't matter, you opened your mouth and we didn't like it. Police dragged her from her home and held her for 36 hours in a cell. What I've experienced over the past week is nothing in comparison to the suffering of the tragic victims in Southport. Yep, we shouldn't take away from what happened over there, but it's gotten a lot bigger than what caused it effectively. And I'm not trying to compare the two, but I'm just an ordinary person with ordinary opinions. That is verboten. You can't have an opinion unless it's state approved. And I think it's important that the public should know how ordinary people are being treated. Yes, they should. The nightmare my family have lived throughout the past month could happen to anyone in Britain, and it is. It's happening to a lot of people. And then a lot of people were sharing praise and sharing the support. It was widely quoted on viral posts on X, which wrongly suggested that the attacker was an asylum seeker who arrived in the UK on a boat last year. Chester police said a woman who was arrested in relation to inaccurate social media posts has been released without charge. In Chester was arrested on Thursday. Fucking hell, it's repeating itself a lot. Allegations related to social media. Yeah. Throughout the investigation, the decision was made to make no further charges, and that's end of the article here. See, it's ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous here. They want to stop rioting because people are getting angry with the current state of affairs at the moment. And now, this is my opinion on the matter. People are getting a bit upset with the current state of affairs, especially with migrations and the attacks being done by the community that's coming over here. Now, that's causing issues for the government. So what we're doing is we're doing the Arab Springs, but a lot slower. We're trying to, instead of shutting down the internet, because that's where all the misinformation is, we're trying to stop the misinformation from going onto the internet. Now, I keep mentioning the Arab Springs because it keeps springing to mind a lot lately, especially with the control of information flow. People have seen what happened over there, and it's dangerous. So having an opinion is bad. Bad for the government, bad for Tuti Akia's regime. I think that's all I'm going to say on the matter here, because I'm getting a bit too what would the word be? Getting too invested in this. And I could talk for ages, and I think if I carry on, I'm just going to end up getting off track and probably digging myself a hole for the potential court case for misinformation that I'm posting. Ridiculous. People shouldn't be arrested for saying things.